Over 20 plus game ideas for the Halo franchise have been pitched by 343 Industries, but were unfortunately turned down by Microsoft. How's it going, everyone? Hope y'all been having a great Monday so far. My name is Ward, and welcome back to the Gaming Entertainment Hub. And today, we just based on what we actually got recently, on Twitter, they're like one of the X343 developers actually made a mention that, hey, look, we had like 20 plus ideas for the Halo franchise in terms of one of them being a spinoff for Halo 3 ODST, like basically more like a sort of a sequel to Halo 3 ODST, which could have come to fruition, but were unfortunately turned down, to where we kind of like had to deal with all these droughts outside the Halo franchise, from Halo 5 to Halo Infinite, especially with the mainline series being the main focus from the previous decade. And so yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this, shall we? So for starters, it says that the Halo studio, 343 Industries, has been heavily focused on Infinite in recent years, as Microsoft attempted to breathe new life into the series after the bumpy ride that was Halo 5. And while we very much enjoyed the team's 2021 release, it sounds like we could have seen a lot of different Halo styles in recent years if 343 and Xbox were more receptive. So taking to Twitter, ex-Halo-led developer Kevin Schmidt responding to fan anguish about, in quotes, Halo ideas that got pitched over the years but ultimately never got greenlit. Then he stated that there were 20 plus game ideas that were pitched across Austin 12 years, including an ODS team themed experience where the developers full post on the matter. And here's a Twitter post right there, or the X post, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, here it is. It's like 20 plus game ideas. 20 to 30 game ideas that were pitched, and many were like single player and multiplayer focused, and where we could have had we could have had an ODST sequel more likely during that time frame, but nope. I guess we couldn't have nice things, and so yeah, and here's a reaction of one of the most iconic members of the Halo community saying, "Man," crying face. Yeah. So, alright, so here's all the reactions that we got right here. The reason it didn't go with any of these things feels like fans are perspective that they do not do as much as they can from holding the franchise back from having tons of gaming experiences that could be fun and successful. So, yeah. A lot of people are kind of feeling a little frustrated right now, especially with people in the Halo community. And so yeah, then he continued stating he worked on Halo from 2011 to 2023 as 343 Industries put his stamp on the famous Xbox franchise. It is safe to say that the team could have gone with a hugely different direction over those years, but alas, they have mainly focused on the mainline series so far. And even Schmidt was keen not to blame Microsoft for how things have played out. So then this is a little tweet right there saying, been in game development for almost 30 years. They probably pitched well over 100 games. There are thousands of reasons they don't get made. It's really corporal greed, or some other nefarious reason. I found it's all about timing. Well, I guess he does have a bit of a point here. So, interestingly, this Twitter discussion started out with a tweet about Helldivers 2 and how some X343 devs apparently pitched something similar to that concept at that one stage, and albeit in the Halo universe, of course. We do not know the validity of those claims, but with the huge popularity on the PS5 and PC shooter right now, it's safe to say that Microsoft would love something like that on its platform. And okay, so here are my actual initial thoughts on this. As much as I like seeing the continuity of the mainline series, I feel like I just put all your focus on that, and in terms of putting all your eggs in one basket on the mainline series really is kind of one of the things that can be well, there's a lot of things I gotta say, basically can't really keep Halo fans starving, put them through droughts of constant waiting for a new mainline series. Instead of had some time over with spin-off series, but right now it's just, yeah, especially we know what actually happened with that massive time gap between the releases of Halo 5 and Halo Infinite, which was back in 2015 to 2021. And it was just it was a long time. I'm just figuring out what's going to happen next, and then and then and that was like pretty much it. Especially like how the Halo franchise did have something going on with all the spin-off titles back in the late 2000s and early 2010s, and then all of a sudden they just stopped doing it, and and I was like, well, what the heck now? Like and sure, like a lot of people will probably complain, it's like, oh, they make new Halo games every year and all that stuff, but and yeah, which is kind of like, can definitely be a point with like in terms of timing and all that stuff, but if you're just like keeping Halo fans waiting, in just like how fans of the Zelda franchise gotta wait 5 or 6 years for a new mainline entry to come to fruition. I gotta say, it's just like not really, can't really be that good. It's just keeping Halo fans waiting, especially like for content creators who are like primarily focused on Halo. That cannot be good for them as well. To where they just gotta like get very creative to where at some point they're gonna end up running out of ideas, and and there's like so many things you can say about that, and especially with all the timing stuff, and especially like coming to think of it, it's kind of hard to believe that I believe it's going to be. It currently marks 7 years as of the making of this video since we had had a spin-off title on the Halo series, to where Arrow was actually a sequel to Halo Wars. It was around back in 2017, and seeing how that kind of tied into Halo Infinite. But yeah, it's like, man, as a Halo fan, as a fan of the Halo franchise, I can definitely see how a lot of people who can be really frustrated with this kind of news. But hey, I guess we can't, like I said before, I guess we can't have nice things, and that's just me. And now I'm just like rambling at this point, and that's all I gotta say for now. And so just gonna close the video off right here. And if you found this video to be helpful and informative, then be sure to drop a like as always. Subscribe for more content like this. Hit the bell to be notified whenever my next video is gonna drop. If you've got your own thoughts or opinions, then go ahead and sign in the comment section below and get a discussion going, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one.